Hello. Good evening, sir. Good evening, madam. Yes, this is Agent 429 PQW, codename Villa. Checking in for the briefing for the Chicago History Museum event, August 13th. Correct. Mission number 345. Yes, and yes, the event is going to be for the Royal Egyptian Gems display being shown at the Chicago History Museum. Okay, yep, sure. Okay, all right. Would you like me to get started and share what I have in the briefing? Okay, perfect. So, first things first, I have been training with a security team in the United States. It's an Egyptian security team that's been required by the Egyptian government to oversee this event. They don't trust any other security teams. The product that is going to be under our care is worth $300 million, and it's the royal perfume bottle made of pure gold, and it has 23 diamonds embedded in the core, correct? This is the item we will be switching out. Okay, yes, I will show you all the supplies I've got here. I've been had all the supplies delivered. I've worked with them. I will explain them in detail. And I have a teammate who I have her supplies here as well. We've both been briefed and we've both been on this security team for a while, so we are not suspected of anything, correct? So I understand that you have someone with you that actually is an Egyptian gentleman that is required to speak with me. Correct, okay. Yes, perfect timing. السلام عليكم. شكرا يا حضرتك. الحمد لله الحمد لله تمام. أيوة، من زمان أنا ساكن في مصر وبتكلم عربي لكن مش كويس. ممكن بيسك صح. أيوة تمام حاضر. أوكي حاضر. أيوة دلوقتي في أمريكا لكن من زمان ساكن في مصر. بالظبط كده تمام. ممكن عايز حاجة تانية؟ تمام شكرا. أوكي شكرا يا حضرتك. تمام حاضر. Yes, sir and madam. Okay, we've finished that part. Is everything good with that? Okay, sure, I can get on to the series of events. Okay, I'm going to put my phone down. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I have been briefed that there's a new requirement by the FBI that as we do our briefings, we should include something called ASMR to bring some calmness, relaxation to everyone involved in the mission. Yes. So, I'm starting off with me and my teammate as a part of the security team. This is what we will be wearing, and we are prepared. We've got our uniform on. I will start in this uniform. She will be in uniform the entire time. So we will be going undercover at the Chicago History Museum as a part of the security team. However, our goal is to substitute the real royal perfume bottle that is the start of the event and the most expensive part of the event. Again, 300 million it's worth. Gold with 23 diamonds embedded. Now, what you see here is the replica. Our mission is to replace this perfume bottle after the thieves who are going to try to steal it have already seen it and confirmed that it is indeed real. The FBI got word that these world-renowned thieves will be in the United States with the purpose of stealing the real perfume bottle from the Chicago History Museum, correct? So we will enter as security and we will have our supplies with us. Let me show them to you. All right. Each person on our security detail will have a briefcase that looks exactly like this. Each of us are allowed to enter with the briefcase and all of our items in one of these. Now, of course, mine includes supplies that I will need for my job, and my teammates will include supplies that I also actually need for my job. She will stay in uniform the whole time. I will switch into a different outfit and undergo the task of switching the perfumes. That's correct. So this is actually my briefcase. I will show you the contents and how each part will be used, and then I will show you my teammates. That's right. So let me show you what we've got. I will show you in order of the way these products are going to be used in the series of the mission. I've also got another pocket on this side that has a few items in it. Alright, I've got this set up here. Did you guys have any questions for me before I get into the actual series of events that will take place during this mission? Okay, yes. Yes, the teammate and I have met. We've been on the team together. Yes, correct. I've got her bag, and I will be giving that to her later today. The mission is this evening. The thieves' names? It's the group called Axe. Correct. Yes, it's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to possibly catch them and arrest them. They've been traveling worldwide, and they do not know that we are aware that they are going to attempt this. And we need to keep it that way, of course. That's right. Any other questions? Okay. Feel free to ask anything at any time as I present. Of course, upon entrance, I will use some sunglasses and my hat, as well as the uniform. We are going to try to be as unrecognizable as possible to any of the guests at the event as we enter, because I will be changing outfits midway through, and I don't want anyone to notice me, of course. I do have protection for that, just in case that happens though. Correct. So this is how the series of events will take place. My teammate and I will be stationed in room number 4, which holds the perfume bottle. It will be encased with glass and under high security, with security cameras, as well as 2 security guards that happen to be me and my teammate. We've gotten ourselves to be on that team for room 4. That's been in the works for a while, and we have succeeded in that. So we are the detail in that particular room. There's going to be about 2 security guards in each of the rooms, and we're going to have 1 security guard, our captain, moving throughout all the rooms through the event. It will be about 15 minutes per circle for the captain. So we will be alone for 15 minutes at a time, and then the captain will come, check our room, and continue on. So we'll have 2 minutes with the captain, 15 minutes without, 2 minutes with the captain, 15 minutes without, throughout the entire evening. So our first objective is to identify when the actual thieves, acts, when they enter room 4 and examine the actual perfume bottle. We've been trained to identify how they will go about that process. Once we know that they've gone about that process, our plan needs to go into motion. We will wait for our captain to come through our room. We're hoping that's sooner than later, but even if it's a full 15 minutes later from when the AXE group does look over and confirm that this is the real royal perfume bottle, we will still be okay because 15 minutes is enough time, but it's going to be a bit tighter. We're hoping our captain is at least midway through, just to give a bit less time between them identifying that it's real and their actual mission to steal the product. We don't know their plans, so we have to be prepared, and we have to go as quickly as we can. Correct. That's right. So I will immediately grab my teammate's briefcase as well as mine and head to the restroom, which is right around the corner. In that restroom, I will take out my briefcase and I will remove my purse, and I will swiftly change my clothes. Now my clothing is in the second briefcase, my teammate, so I'm going to show that to you in a moment, but my purse is what I'm going to prepare first. This will have all the tools that I need to switch out the perfume bottle. At this point, during my change of clothes, there's only 1 security guard in our room, and of course there are required to be 2, but our captain will not notice that. We have a 15-minute amount of time for him to do the full circle to finish this procedure. So, the items that I will have inside of my purse include the following. First and foremost, I've got my laser. Now, this does indeed have an actual laser in it. Just in case anybody has any questions, any problems with it, it indeed is a laser. However, it has a secondary purpose. As I switch the buttons, I come to this particular beam, and this is a strong beam where once activated with the second button as well, which of course I'm not going to push now, I will push both at the same time, and that will activate a beam that will cut through the glass. I'm going to cut just a tiny rectangle, just big enough for the perfume bottle to come through. Once I've done that process and cut through the glass, again, just about this big for the bottle to come through. That's right. Do you guys have any questions at this point? Sure, I can show you. So it's in the off position now. This is the actual laser. It works like a real laser. Sure, I'll show it on myself. Perfect. Does that help? Okay, so it works as a real laser. And then, of course, once you push the back button, it goes through a series of clicks, and I'll let you see the colours and sizes on my shirt. So we've got one, which is just another regular quality for the laser. But once you go to the second setting, it's larger. That tells you you're at the correct setting, and of course I will not activate this, but I would need to push both at the same time to activate the laser to actually cut through the glass with the laser alone. This is precisely made where the laser will cut the glass without it falling out. We're going to need a suction for that. That's right. And that's the laser. And simple different mode. That's where we're going to be needing to be to activate cutting through the glass. So this will be in my purse. Second, I've got what looks like, of course, a normal pen. But indeed this has suction on it. It's actually the inner portion here that has a suction, and I will be able to place that onto the glass, press, and it will suction and pull the glass off. That's right, correct. This does work as a normal pen. That's right. This is model 24 of the suction pen, and it works so well compared to the others. It's really been upgraded, so it really does great. Suctions on, quick off, able to. The great part too is it holds the glass for a moment on the suction, very strong, that I can reach, grab the actual perfume bottle, pop it into my purse, remove the fake perfume bottle, and put it in its place. Now remember, the thieves, group X, already think they've tested, they've looked it through, they know the authentic bottle, and they don't know. Anyone knows they're doing this, so they won't know a swap is taking place. So these are the products I will need to do the actual mission at that time. There's one other item I have. This is just in case anything goes wrong during the swap, and I will explain the swap to you in a moment. This is a unique substance. When you spray it onto someone, it has a reaction. There's sinuses that inhale this, and they have a brief moment of confusion, dizziness, not remembering things accurately. If indeed something goes wrong in that moment and someone in the room does notice the process I'm going through, I can do a quick spritz and they'll be none the wiser. And yes, it does smell like actual perfume. Lastly, in my briefcase, I do have lipstick. It's funny you ask, this is actually the only product that really is just lipstick. That's correct, it's just lipstick. But I'm going to use this, of course, to match my purse, as I will be undercover as an attendee of this event. Okay, perfect. So, it's very easy. I simply will have these items in my purse and they fit perfectly. So I'm going to put these back in the briefcase and then explain to you how the process will work. While I do that, do you guys have any questions? The perfume makers, I actually don't know who makes them. Okay, the pen. Yeah, the pen's been around for a long time, but like I said, it's an upgraded model. Just a normal purse, so we've got that inside of the case too. Okay, so as you can see, all the products fit perfectly in the briefcase and all look like normal items. So if anyone checks, we're all good. The only thing that is hidden at the bottom of the second pocket is the purse with the perfume bottle, but it's inside the purse and will be covered with a seal in the purse that will close so you don't know something else is in the purse. So we've got that covered, correct. And as you can see, this is the second pocket of the briefcase. It's got the purse that has the perfume inside, the kind of hidden pocket. That's right. Okay. Before showing you the second briefcase, it's going to include all of my other clothing I will change into. I'm actually going to go over a bit more of the plan. That's right. Okay, let me just pull that up again. Do you guys have that also? Okay. Oh, you don't? Perfect. Well, I've got it here, so far is everything sounding? Is there any concern, any questions, anything? Okay. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I know that we've been after the group acts for a really long time, so I'm honoured to be a part of this mission. Sure. Okay, yes. So I will start from the room with the two security guards, myself and my partner. Once the captain leaves our room, of course after the perfume bottle has been authenticated, immediately our plan goes into action, and that is I take the briefcase from my partner, I leave the room, I go to the bathroom nearby, I change my clothes, I place my change of clothes, which I'm going to take this off, put this along with the two briefcase bags under. There's large trash cans inside of each of the restroom units. It's a really nice place. Pull back the lining of the trash can, and we're going to place at the bottom of the trash can my uniform as well as the two briefcases, correct? And again, I'll show you the clothes I'm changing into in just a moment. They will be in the other briefcase. I've got shoes and a top. I'll wear a top under this, so I don't have to actually change the top. And this has zippers down the side that can zip up and down very quickly for easy removal and placing it back on. Okay. Once I arrive back in room 4, looking like a different person in a new outfit, looking like I'm just attending the event, I have a total of 5 minutes to make that clothing change and get back into the room, all set and ready to go. Right when I enter the room, my teammate is going to create a distraction. That's right. They're going to create the distraction. She's got all of her plans for that. She'll go over that with you later. Correct. She'll create the distraction, and in that moment, of course, I have my perfume prepared just in case someone does notice, but it's going to be a large enough scene that everyone will be looking that direction, and we have set it up where the actual perfume bottle within the glass container is in the back corner of the room. The distraction that will take place is in the opposite corner, so we're hoping everyone will move to that side. We don't know how many people will be in the room at the time. We still don't know what the group acts will be, like when the timing is of their plans, so we're moving as quickly as possible. Yes, that's right. We're hoping. We've also got people on the outside, FBI vans and such, tapping into the security, giving us an idea of any action taking place within the building that is by the group acts, just in case we are thwarted by them, or they start their plan before us. We've got eyes and ears on the outside, with only two on the inside. That's correct. Okay, moving on. During the distraction is when I will take the laser, open up the glass, use the pen as a suction to pull off the glass, place that down, remove, put the fake in its spot. Oh, I forgot to show you one thing. This is the glue that's going to keep it all together. So this is the glue that will be used to seal up the glass. This is made to look like a clear nail polish, but it's one of the strongest glues and you can't see it at all once it's added onto a product. Even glass, you cannot see it at all. So I will then suction off the glass, remove and replace with the fake. I will then just place the suction back with the glass in its spot, remove the suction, put a little bit of the nail polish glue. It's really quick. We've practiced several times. It's a very quick process. Boom, boom, boom. You barely touch it to it and it's sealed. That's right. So once I have replaced the real perfume bottle with the replica in my purse, I will then, of course, leave the room. I'll use the perfume if I've noticed anyone has caught attention of what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm out in the bathroom changing back into my security garb. Correct. Yes, so immediately I go into take off my event clothing, which I'll show you in a moment, put back on my uniform, my hat, and proceed to walk back with both briefcases with all the items back inside of them, of course. Walk back in and be back into the room prior to the captain returning. That's right. Yeah, because we don't know if there's anyone on our security team that could be a mole. We don't know, so nobody can know, correct? Let's see, did we get all the details? Let me just check. I did have one other email from them. Let me just open that up. And if you have any questions, I might have some questions for you as well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, are there any holes that you see at this point that we need to cover? This is the briefing I've got. We've got it. We've done it several times in a practice space. That's right. Honestly, 15 minutes is great. The 5 minutes to change and about like 8 minutes to do the distraction and the change. Like, that's a lot of time actually. We're going to be okay. I'm hoping to get it done within a quick 2 minutes. That's right. So ideally I'm 5 minutes in changing, because that will take a moment to get the purse prepared, get my clothing switched, put everything down. But actually the actual procedure of replacing with the replica, it will be quite quick. These items are incredible. And I've done it at 2 minutes. In my best time was 2 minutes. My worst time was 4 minutes. All of that covered in our 15 minutes total. That's right. Sure. Okay. So the plan is that once the replica is in place, we're set to go. We've got FBI agents on the outside prepared they're watching the scene. We've got 2 agents inside as security watching the scene for when the actual stealing of the item comes. And although we're not concerned about the item now, we are really trying our best to catch the group acts, because they've just been impossible to catch. So that's the goal. Yes. And of course we're protecting this item for the Egyptian group as well. Yeah. Okay, well let me show you the other briefcase and then I think we're good to go. Okay, thank you for your patience, madam and sir, for waiting for me to grab the second bag. Let me show you the contents of this. Exactly the same bag, correct? Everyone on our team will have this. Inside this bag, we simply have the outfit that I will be wearing. The shoes take a lot of space and the leather skirt. Again, I'm going to be wearing a shirt underneath this that will go with this outfit perfectly. So that's already on. That's right. I've got these shoes. These are important because they do have hidden devices in them in case we run into a situation. This heel does pull off and turns into, yeah, exactly. It's perfect for that. So it's designed to look like a normal heel. And the next thing is the skirt that I will be wearing. So it's made to look like a simple leather skirt with no agenda to it. However, inside of this seam, that's very easy to open. In fact, there's a string on the inside that you can pull. It opens up the seam, and inside we have a few other products for protecting ourselves. They are all made of plastic, including the heels that are also used for protection. So they're not detected in any kind of metal detector we're required to go through. However, we're on the security team, so we should not have to go through anything like that. Alright, so it looks like I've shown you everything involved in the mission. That's a really good question. We've decided, or they decided, not to go with a wig. Two reasons: not enough space in what we have or time. Two, I will be wearing a hat the entire time as security, so it will help to protect my identity. That's right, yeah. My identity will be protected with that the best we can. Again, I've got the spray if necessary. If there's just like a moment where I see in someone's eyes a bit of question on what just they saw. That's right. All right. Does everything sound good? Okay. Thank you for this briefing time. Thank you for your questions. And I think we're ready on this end. Is there anyone else that I need to check in with? Security outside, they're all set. They'll be able to reach me here. That's right. Yeah, we've got like a normal earpiece per usual. And of course I've got this just in case. Yes, certainly I can do that. Codename Villa, signing off for now. Thank you. You too. Bye for now.